This is Namaskara Yoga and I am Katy Lonsdale. Welcome. We're going to do a practice this morning on just trying to be present. Yoga is all about awareness and being present in our bodies, in our minds, what's going on with us this morning. So just sit for a moment. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, index finger and thumb joined together. Find that length, maybe sit on a cushion or a block. Lengthen up through your back, soften your face. I always recommend having a bit of a wriggle. Make funny faces. I dread to think what they look like, but it's quite fun to do. Okay, so from there, just smile. Smile, even if you're just smiling to the window or the wall. Because if you smile, it releases all those little muscles in your face and actually makes you feel better. And as you draw yourself up and open yourself up into this moment, you also feel better. So sometimes just sitting and taking ourselves out of the slump already changes our mood. That's why they call it the present. It's a gift which we have for every moment. And how often are we actually in autopilot and never think about anything? The only thing that there is nothing that doesn't change. There is nothing that is permanent in our lives. The one thing that we do all the time is breathe, but most of the time we are totally unconscious about it. And if you think about your breath as you breathe in and out just now, try and be conscious of every single breath that you breathe and notice the air going in and out. I don't mind where you notice it. Are you noticing it deep down in your belly? Are you noticing it as that cool air goes into your nose? It doesn't really matter. Just be present with breathing in and breathing out. And say to yourself as you inhale, I am present. I am present. It is why it's a gift. Think of all those moments you miss in your life because you're always thinking about the next thing you have to do, or you're actually dwelling on the past. So as we are sitting here, feel your body. What happens when you sit cross-legged like this? Does it feel good? Is it a strain on your back? Notice what's going on in your body. Is it hard to shine your heart? Do you automatically slump? And if so, how do you feel when you lift up your chest? Inhale. I am present. And let's just start doing a little spinal flex. So inhale, draw your chest forward. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, draw forward. Exhale, roll back, bending through your back here. Next time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then a circle. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then change direction. So take yourself over to this side and inhale. And exhale. and then come back to upright. Draw those arms up. Stretch them up, look up towards those fingers, and then start lengthening your body as much as you can, inhaling and exhaling. And as you do this, I want you to press these knees down towards the floor. And so you're pressing into the floor and stretching yourself up. Big breaths. And exhale. Release down. And hopefully, as you've done that deep breath up, drawing your body up, you can actually feel that energy rising up through your body in the form of heat, drawing upwards as you breathe. And the more you stretch and the more you breathe, the warmer your body feels. Bring yourself now onto your hands and knees. Start with those hands nice and wide apart. Knees underneath the hips. Just pat your feet onto the floor. And then press them into the floor. Feel yourself press those shins into the floor. Feel the knees, feel the top of the feet on the floor. Feel your knuckles pressing into the floor. Actually feel it. Notice what happens to your wrists. Can you now feel yourself lengthening up and drawing that energy up into your arms, finding that space across your shoulders? Have you now started to actually engage through your tummy? You're just working with the body, feeling everything. And then take an inhale. Lift up the chest and the head, push those sit bones up, keep drawing up out of the hands. Exhale, roll into that nice cat stretch, drawing those sit bones down towards the floor. And then just take an inhale and extend on the exhale all the way down, slowly coming down. Very slowly into that little child's pose. And take a breath. Notice any clunks, funny sounds in your back, your shoulders, how the back feels. Inhale. Drawing yourself up again, back into that cow. Exhale, roll up into the cow, letting that head drop, letting those shoulder blades separate. Take an inhale. And then exhale, draw back down. And just release. One breath. Inhale, draw yourself forward a little bit. Roll yourself up into your cow. Exhale, roll into your cat. And this time we're going to tuck in those toes. Sink back onto those heels, pressing those toes into the floor. Feel that stretch through the arches of the feet. And try and relax the shoulders down a little bit, and then start to draw the knees up off the floor and push yourself up into your downward dog. And just pedal the feet, finding a bit of length through the calf muscles, through the hamstrings, finding that space between your shoulders, taking them away from the ears, pressing those hands, almost clawing the mat,
to find that energy coming up through those arms. Take one more breath. And then just walk on your tiptoes, keeping your legs as straight as you can up. And press your feet down, your body down, head relaxing down. Notice what's going on in the back of your legs through your hamstrings here. How does your neck feel? We're trying to be present. Feel every little minutiae going on in your physical body and the effect that it actually has on you. Bend now as if you're coming down to sit on a chair, and slowly draw the arms up, shoulders soft, looking up. Breathe into this. Go from that little arch to just a little bit of a tuck. Find yourself engaging through those sit bones as if you're pulling up the pelvic floor a little bit here, drawing in the belly. Take another breath. That's it, everyone. And then inhale. Stretch up, lengthen up, draw the shoulders down a little and stretch those arms up. Feel yourself growing that energy up your body. Stretch even more. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Well done. There should be warmth building up in the core of your body now. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, draw your body forward. Nice flat back, hinging from the hips, arms out to the side, drawing yourself down to about halfway, having a little pause, and then softening into the knees to draw yourself down. Take a breath. Just step yourself back into your downward dog again. And again, when you're back in the downward dog, start thinking about what we were talking about, those knuckles, the arms, the shoulders, the hamstrings, the length in the spine, the engagement of the belly. There's so many things to think about. And we're going to draw our right foot up into the sky. So draw it up and just hold it. Keep breathing and holding it there. Start to open up the hip and bend into that. Keep looking forward and trying to keep that head looking forward, those shoulders forward, and you're just turning out the foot. And then bend the leg, keeping the foot flexed, drawing it open, seeing if you can open it a little bit more. Keeping breathing. Inhale, stretch it back up, and on the exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it up. Take your knee down to your left elbow and inhale it back up again. Exhale it down to your right elbow and inhale back up. And then on your next exhale, draw knee to nose and pull it forward. Just sink yourself down here, and as you come into this lunge pose, just have a little wriggle. Rolling through, drawing the hips round, maybe a little rock back and forward. That's it, just feeling your way in, and then dropping that knee down and drawing your leg back, lifting up those toes, coming into your half splits, drawing that right hip really back here. Breathe into this. Notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it, where you're getting the sensations within your body all the time here. See if you can flatten your foot a little more. Can you draw that foot flat, or how far does it go down or not go down? And then just rock forward a little. That's it. And then we're going to just bring that right hand onto the inside of the right foot and rock it out to the side a little, pressing your left hand into the floor. And first of all, just drawing your right hand onto that knee to try and draw round into this openness of the chest. Drawing yourself round, breathing into this. Maybe open your arm out. Find that space across your chest. Nice deep breaths. Lift up that back leg if you can, catch the foot. And just hold it here, opening up a little bit more, perhaps drawing that foot a little bit closer to the body if you can. Just maybe shut your eyes, feel into it. Doesn't matter if you're moving around a little bit here, that's okay. Nice deep breaths. And then gently release it down. Bring that hand back down and just wiggle your foot back in. That's it. Tuck in your toes. Lift up that back leg. Bring yourself back into a plank. Take an inhale and an exhale here, keeping that nice space between the shoulder blades here. Drop your knees down. Let your chest slowly lower down between your hands, chin to the floor. Inhaling forward and up into your little cobra. And then just from this position, take your hands back, clasp them together behind you, draw them back, lift them up, look forward. And release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. Drop yourself down. Tucking in those toes. Pushing yourself up in that half press up. Drawing yourself back onto your heels. Pushing yourself back up into your downward dog. Take a few breaths. That's it, being present in your downward dog. Once more, lift up that left leg, drawing it up, keeping the hips flat, keeping the foot flexed, still finding that length through the arms, pressing those knuckles into the floor. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and open up that hip just a little bit, keeping it open, holding it there. Try to open up as much as you can, shoulders stay forward. And then bend the leg, keeping that foot flexed, open up a little bit more, still looking forward, keeping those shoulders forward, 3 breaths. And then lengthen your leg again up. Draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, stretching it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Drawing it up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Drawing it up. Knee to nose. And then through to the front. And just have a little roll through. Just a little wriggle of the hips. A little rock back and forth, just feeling your way in, dropping your knee down. That's it. And then start to draw your foot back. Bringing your toes up, lengthening back, drawing that left hip back here. Deep breaths. That's really nice. And just draw forward and back a little to release, taking yourself back and forward. That's really good. Just feeling your way into your hips. What happens with your back? How does it feel in your arm? This is all about being present. Bring that hand onto the inside of that left foot and wriggle that left foot out to the side so that the toes are just off the mat. You're going to press that right hand into the floor here and just take your left hand onto that leg and roll like an unravel round. That's it, drawing yourself round, holding it there. Just letting that left leg fall away here. And then lift up that back foot, catch with that left hand and pull the leg up towards your body. Open up the chest a little bit more. Drop your hand back down. Wriggle that foot back to the center. That's it. Maybe rock back and forwards a little bit again if that feels good. And then lift up that back leg and draw yourself back into a plank. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, drop knees down, chest and chin down. Inhale, slide forward, come up into your little cobra here. And keep breathing into it. Take the hands back behind you, clasp them together, draw them away from your body. Inhaling and exhaling, and then see if you can lift up the legs a little bit too this time. Deep breaths. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Release the hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes in. Push yourself up. Take yourself back onto your heels. And then just release yourself down into a child's pose. Push yourself back up. Tuck in your toes, sink onto your heels, push yourself back up into your downward dog. Just take one breath. And then look forward and step one leg and then the other leg forward. drop down over your Uttanasana. You can either hold onto your elbows, or perhaps you can take your hands behind you, behind the ankles, and just draw your head in. Bend yourself down. Inhale, draw up your hands. You're in your little chair pose again. Press into the heels, tuck that tailbone in a little. Look up, breathe into this, press downwards. And then inhale, draw yourself up, stretching yourself up. And exhale, hands down. Come back into a seated position now, sitting on your block or your rug. Bring yourself into a cross-legged pose. Change the cross-legged pose that you had at the beginning. Put the other foot forward, the one that is not on autopilot, and just sit yourself down. Nice deep breaths. I'm going to come into a little twist here. So again, we'll turn to perhaps what isn't automatic. Take your right hand over to the left knee. Maybe it's automatic for you, but I always go the other way. Take your left hand behind, take an inhale, and exhale yourself round into this twist. Draw that left arm up into the sky, and on a little exhale, draw your right shoulder down over that right knee and find a stretch. Roll your body forward, drop that left hand onto that right knee and draw yourself up. Right arm going up to the sky, left shoulder going over that left knee, and look up. Inhale, draw yourself up, take that right hand behind the back, take another inhale and exhale. 3 breaths, and I'd like to introduce you to Noodle. Inhale, draw that right arm up, drop it over, and then just gently drop your hands. One hand inside the other, lengthen your body, shut your eyes, and breathe. And as you sit here with your legs round, the other way, and your hands perhaps in a different position than you usually come into when you start or finish a yoga class in a cross-legged position. Notice what's going on in your body. Then draw your hands to your heart. Drop your chin down. Notice your breathing. Are you still present?
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you, peace to those you love, and peace to all those in the world who need our love. Namaste.